Since the 1950s, several French wine grapes became the standard. Planted in so many places, they're commonly called international varieties. You know them well. It's Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Chardonnay, and Pinot Noir. But with our increasing curiosity and knowledge of winemaking and wine growing, we're starting to see new grapes pop up in new places. Like what's in my glass right here. Do you know what this wine is? In this glass is a wine that's a testament to the amazing adaptability of Italian grapes. And the first thing we'll do to identify it is look at the color. Oh my, pale ruby. Let's give it a sniff. I get ripe raspberry, candied rose, graphite, black tea leaf, a touch of allspice. That mixture of ripe fruit flavors tells us there's some sunshine here. And the rose and tea notes suggest coolness. Maybe the region has cool nights from a higher diurnal shift. Let's give it a taste. It's got pretty zippy acid. That's medium plus. That spice on the nose doesn't taste like oak on the palate, actually. It's quite fresh with light alcohol and lighter than expected tannins. I'll be honest with you, this tastes almost completely different from its Italian counterpart, which really suggests how dynamic this grape variety can be. So which Italian grape is it? And where do you think it's from? Is it Primitivo from Puglia? Nero d'Avola from Heathcote, Australia? Nebbiolo from South Africa? Or Sangiovese from California? It's time for a master of wine, Christine Marsilio. Maybe you can fill us in more about what this wine is and where it's from.
Italian grape varieties tend to be more drought resistant, and thus they are becoming increasingly important worldwide. If it were a Sangiovese or a Nebbiolo, it would have higher tannin and higher acidity. As for Primitivo, since it ripens unevenly, we'd get both high alcohol levels as well as fresh acidity, and we don't have that here. Our wine today is a little bit lighter in style and alcohol. Surprise! It's Nero d'Avola. Nero d'Avola, originally from Sicily, is known for its bold fruit-driven flavors, ranging from black cherry to plum. It's a grape that thrives in warm conditions, showing high tannins and moderately high acidity. However, you can find it growing in Australia now, particularly in Heathcote, Victoria. This inland area, known for producing elegant Shiraz, is now one of the top areas in Australia to find Italian varieties flourishing. The region's climate is tempered with cooling winds and elevation. This means when Nero d'Avola is planted here, it produces a lighter expression than what is normally found in its homeland. As certain areas of the world become drier and hotter, we're going to see more and more Southern European varieties planted. So watch out, French varieties. Italy, Spain, and Portugal are coming for you. Okay, Madeline, it's time to tell us, what exactly are we tasting?
Today we're tasting Chalmers Nero d'Avola from Heathcote, Australia, which has red Cambrian soils. It's part of what makes this wine so fresh, juicy, and floral. But don't take my word for it. Here's Kim from Chalmers.
Hey Wine Folly Club members, we're so excited to see Chalmers Nero d'Avola coming all the way to you in your pack. I'm Kim from Chalmers. We're located in Victoria in Australia, and we actually introduced Nero d'Avola, which is a Sicilian grape, into Australia, and we've been growing it here at our 2 Victorian vineyards for 15 years. So this variety loves the sun, and so it's made a real great new home in the warmer climates of Australia. The one that you're going to try in your pack comes from our Heathcote vineyard, but this vineyard here is our nursery vineyard where we keep the mother plantings of all the varieties that we've imported, including Nero d'Avola. The fruit from the Nero d'Avola of our Heathcote vineyard, which is grown on a lovely rocky, hilly site, gives us really bright raspberry flavours. So in the winemaking, Bart and often our winemaker had the job to capture all that freshness in the bottle.
As you can see, we're standing in front of one of the stainless steels we make the Nero d'Avola in. The approach we have with Nero d'Avola is keeping it really bright, fresh and crunchy, even to a point where you can drink this as a chilled red. And if we look in the glass, yeah, the fruit is just jumping out. You can see a little bit of the terroir from Heathcote coming through in some bit of broodiness, a bit more oomph. Beautiful wine.
So there you have it. You're one glass deeper into the fascinating world of wine. This wine is part of Wine Folly Club, and if you'd like to taste along, you can become a member. And we have more videos like these coming up, so definitely subscribe if you'd like to learn more about wine. Until next time, happy tasting. Salut!